They keep doing it.
Yeah.
That's what's crazy. They're
Those
working on
labs
a
are
new
still
one right
going.
now. Yeah.
They didn't shut them down.
No, the Wuhan lab they were just talking about one that has a 30% fatality rate that they're working on.
Yeah. Why are we doing that?
Yeah, for what reason? You did it for so many years and you didn't have a cure.
What could possibly go wrong?
Also, wouldn't be the reason to do that so that you could develop a cure at the same time? And clearly you didn't have a cure. So this is really foolish and bizarre.
Yeah. I think we should stop trying to genetically engineer superviruses.
Duh.
That's insane.
I mean, when you're going through all this USAID stuff,
Yeah.
like, here's what's weird. First of all, what is it like to buy a company for $44 billion and then people call you a Nazi on that same thing that you bought?
I did not see it coming. It's classic. People will gobble anything down.
Yeah. Oh, he's never going to stop.
Wait, what?
What is it like? Like all this, people used to, the left was in love with you.
Yeah.
And now the same idiots are calling you a Nazi. It's the most bizarre thing I've ever seen in my life.
I mean,
there's so many examples of
yeah.
people saying my heart goes out to you.
Sure,
you did it with a little enthusiasm that probably wouldn't be recommended with hindsight.
Yes. But it was obviously meant in the most positive spirit possible.
Yes.
Yeah.
Obviously. But it's so strange where people want to think that you are openly publicly doing secret Nazi Sieg Heil hand motions.
And now I can never point at things diagonally. I can only point at things there and there. And then you have to divide that.
Yeah.
Because that's where the spaceship is, over there. It's ridiculous.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
When CNN, when I was in all my trouble.
Absurd.
Every time CNN used a photo of me, it was one of the photos from the UFC weigh-ins where I go like this, welcome to the weigh-ins. So every photo is me. Every photo is me with.
It's absurd.
It's so crazy.
It's deliberate propaganda. So that they know it was not. It was obviously not meant in a negative way. That I literally said my heart goes out to you, and it was very positive. The entire speech was very positive. I was being very enthusiastic about the future in space, and it was a great crowd. So
yeah, you got a little pumped up.
Yeah, it got pumped up, exactly.
Yeah, that's all it is. Obviously. There's video of Tim Walsh doing the exact same thing.
Right.
Exact same thing. And he said, of course, it's a Nazi salute. He said that.
Right.
This is how crazy things have gotten. Like,
well, it's coordinated propaganda. So it's coordinated propaganda. Doesn't it seem weird that the legacy media all says the same thing? They all say the same thing at the same time using the same phrases. They don't even bother picking up a thesaurus.
Right.
So, like right before, the debate between Biden and
sharp as
Trump.
Attack.
Everyone was saying sharp as attack. Like, who says sharp as attack? But
yeah, exactly.
It's not a common phrase.
It's definitely not common to be repeated on air with multiple people simultaneously. Yes. That's weird.
Yes.
That's coordinated.
100%.
100%.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like hundreds of people saying it simultaneously. They just got their instructions.
Yeah.
So, essentially the Dem leadership or, political leadership, they issue their instructions and their puppets carry it out.
Yeah.
And they're just like puppets in a puppet show.
And that's the problem that I see with all this Doge stuff.
Right.
Because everybody should be celebrating that we've found a way to cut out fraud and waste.
Yeah.
If you pay taxes and you don't like that you have to pay so much in taxes, and then you find out that there's significant fraud and waste that's been exposed, you should be celebrating it. This shouldn't be, oh no, the wrong people found this fact and now it's a bad thing.
Yes.
And then there's the fucking propaganda, the mindfuck of calling it USAID.
Yeah,
instead of the United States Agency for International Development. It sounds like it's feeding hungry people.
Right.
People are going to starve, Elon. This is horrible. And then you find out, actually, it's like $250 million for transgender animal studies. Like,
it's like literally mutilating animals.
Yes.
Mutilating animals in demented studies.
Yes.
That are like the worst thing you could possibly imagine from a horror show.
The beagle one. The beagle puppy one.
Horrific,
yeah,
yeah.
where they covered their head in a basket and put fleas on their heads so they'd eat them alive.
Yeah.
And then they studied these beagles and then killed them. Like, what are you going to learn from that? That's good for anybody.
Yeah. There's some psychotic stuff that happens. So, yeah, I mean, I guess the real threat here is to the bureaucracy. So, like you probably saw, like, you know, let's say like Trump as a threat to our democracy, which is ironic since he was elected with the majority of the, you know, popular vote. They started saying I was a threat to democracy. But if you just replace threat to democracy with threat to bureaucracy, it makes total sense.
Right.
So, I mean, the reality is that our elected officials have very little power relative to the bureaucracy until Doge. So Doge is a threat to the bureaucracy. It's the first threat to the bureaucracy. Normally the bureaucracy eats revolutions for breakfast. This is the first time that they're not, that the revolution might actually succeed, that we could restore power to the people instead of power to the bureaucracy.
Have you ever dreamed of being your own boss or turning your side hustle into a full-time business? Well, Shopify makes it ridiculously easy. Whether you're selling gym gear, digital products, or even your own brand of supplements, Shopify has everything you need to build, manage, and grow your online store. You don't need to be a tech genius. With drag and drop tools and stunning templates, you can have your store live in minutes. Plus, you can sell everywhere, from Instagram and TikTok to Amazon, all from one dashboard. And here's the best part. You can try it for free. That's right, no risk, just pure potential. Click the link in the description and start your Shopify journey today. Who knows? Your side hustle could be the next big thing.